Welcome to the Battle for Brisbane. I am PDG, and I'm here to add some commentary just for the next map or so. And I think we're about ready to go live here, and we've got a match between Hype and what's the other guy's name? One Up. They're not playing as actual teams. They're all sort of thrown together. So my apologies for the. My chair doesn't go any higher, bro. Oh shit. Yeah, mate, come on. This chair wasn't set up. And so, what's been going on, Gunslinger? What's been going on today? How's both teams been playing? Because I've just checked in.
One Up looked a bit rough on the last map. They versed Vexodus. They were down 12-6. Came back, won the game. But they looked really good. They versed Xeno, a thrown together Xeno outfit last second to come in, fill the 8th spot, and they 16-0. So,
okay.
The other team, who we got? Hype. We haven't watched Hype yet.
So, with the Hype guys, I know that pretty much all of the players in this game are perennial Brisbane landers. So, in other words, they've been coming to lands in Brisbane since about 2007. The only exception to that is, of course, Bigfoot playing for Team Hype. And I've just stood behind Bigfoot, and this guy can aim. So, I think personally, Hype might have the edge here, but literally, this is anyone's game. These guys have been playing against each other for so long. You know, they're all pretty familiar with each other. So
yeah, and I mean, these guys have been playing well all day. I think they've been taking most of the games Hype pretty convincingly. So One Up would be good competition for them. These guys are probably, I think actually Vexodus. No, Vexodus don't go through. So yeah, it's either out of these teams I think go through to the final. So
okay,
both of them doesn't. This is just seeding and placing, I guess.
Right. So both these teams are already through, but it doesn't really matter. They both expected to get through. This game is all about pride, and I can tell you that because they're sitting across from each other at the local cafe, staring just deathly hollows at each other. So this is going to be some action-packed Counter-Strike, and I can't wait for this one to get underway.
It's glad that they put them in the same room together. It just adds that little bit of a
mate, the vibe you get when the other guy goes huge and starts yelling at you. And you're like, oh no, I can actually hear him this time. He's just right there in front of me. Damn. Yeah, it is fantastic. But I have to say that on each of these teams, they do have one player each that could go huge. Now, usually how these games work is you get one player going huge on each team, and then the rest is sort of making up the numbers. So when a player starts going huge, with these sort of local derbies, you could call them, I just run away from them. So like if they get hot, you just do whatever you can to get away. And I think we're ready for Knife.
Yeah, I think we're right into it. Exy has been absolutely dominating so far today. He's had so many frags, just like...
All right, well, let's go for Exy, and I'm going to put the pressure on the new kid. The man of the hour, Bigfoot, will be my pick to go huge for Hype Gaming. But Overpass has worked out to be, over its evolution, a pretty even-sided map now. Early on, it was very CT-sided, but after the re-release of Overpass, a lot more opportunities for the terrorist side to make moves, and the rotations shortened up a fair bit. So, you know, I think it's a good even map, and it's a new map as well, so I love casting games on Overpass and watching games because we don't get to play them a lot. Yeah,
well, all of the guys could just get into the knife round and just shoot each other. That works too, as they just all blast each other down. So I guess we'll be restarting this one.
Right. Is someone's computer must have crashed?
I have no idea. They just started shooting each other, so it was good. They've done that 2 games in a row now.
Oh, really?
They're just getting to the knife round and just start blasting.
Well, you know, maybe one of them just PC pulled. Just reached around and pulled out his cable because they were going to lose the knife.
Yeah.
But...
we're going to see a couple of good games on Overpass. They've been playing it all day, but I just remember it's like a game that anyone can win, really, on Overpass. It's not really like... I remember like Climax beating Chiefs on CGPL a couple of weeks back, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, like anyone can win on this.
Well, I guess it's a situation where the map is so new that basically what happens is each team only really has one way they like to play the map at this point. They haven't played enough of it to have like a slow and a fast pace. They usually have one or the other. And it just sort of ends up being who can put together the best half, like as a team. But with a map like Dust 2, teams have played it, or Inferno or Mirage or Cache, teams have played it so much that in the end, if something's not working, you can switch to something else. Whereas I don't think people have that depth yet in Overpass.
No, we've only really been seeing 2 strategies out of the guys today. It's either like have a 5-man push on B and then fight each other 5v5, or, you know, decoy and send a couple of people to A. And that's generally all that they've shown on the game that we watched so far. But it didn't really evolve to be much more than anything else. And we'll have to see what these guys can do on this one, what they decide.
Well, I mean, we got to take into consideration as well, these are all pug teams. Like, they're players, they're not actual teams with real execution. So Not going to be too harsh on the strategic side of things for these guys, as you know, no one expects them to have anything ready. They're just having a bit of fun. So, but boy, are these games fun.
Yeah.
I've always loved playing them. Always loved watching them as well.
There's been a lot of performances carried off the back of just individual performances just going ham.
Yeah.
We had Requiem and Nerox for Ball Crew earlier, out fragging a lot of the people, including like Mont and stuff, just dragging them down. So.
Well, I mean, this is what a lot of the time people talk about when they're like, oh, yeah, I went to a LAN and I played huge and I'm this really good LAN player. Yeah. It's very different to playing against these teams and personally, individually playing well. But going to a national event, you're actually playing against teams who are preparing themselves. So that's the little difference, I guess, in play. But these guys are just out for blood, so this should be a very fast-paced game with just maybe a few smokes because there are 2 or 3 people from each different teams. So, yeah, it should be a good one.
Yeah, it will be a good one. They've been playing pretty well all day, and these guys have really dominated for the most part. I can't remember Hype Gaming scores. They showed me it before, but I can't remember. But 1-up when they've been going on. Like, they've been on ham a lot of the time, so they've looked really good. Wicked Six, like, been on point with his AWP today, barely missing any shots at all. Yeah. Exy has been on frag, like, on point so hard.
And, I mean, that's what you really look for. You just look for that one player, as I said, to have a huge map, and you can just follow him. You can just basically ride his hot map through, and then just hope the next game someone else has a hot map as well. That's how you win these sort of competitions. Just one person in each map needs to go big, and everyone else just needs to do their job, and you can often win these pugs.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. The guys have been starting a lot of the time. The team that wins the initial couple of rounds has been sort of carrying on and just winning the game. But there's been a couple of times where the lesser team has got a couple of rounds in there, and then just sort of trailed off as well, and it just sort of gets a bit snowbally a lot of the time, and these teams sort of just die out. Yeah. But we've had a couple of good knife rounds as well.
Yeah, definitely. And I think one of the keys to being like good in these pug situations in these sort of competitions is just like literally being as random as you can, because if one team is doing something that's working, they're just going to keep doing it, and if you're the other team, it's not as if you guys are practicing how to fix the problem. You're just playing your game, so doing random stuff works out really well in these sort of environments.
Yeah, we had a play from Ball Crew earlier, which was sort of exactly like that. They were just Mont just ran in, just shooting an AK around, and everyone was like, oh shit, there he is, and then they just rotated to the other side. Just took them completely by surprise, and we'll see how these guys go in this pistol round.
Yeah, and as you can see there, the CT is taking a pretty default approach to this pistol round with one in the back A side, one at long, and the Ts are taking the challenge up here at A with a couple of, it does look like they've got a set smoke grenade coming through, and there will be a Tech 9 T-side push as I spoke to Exy about it. It looks like they're going to roll in here with these Tech 9s and Glock, just the one Tech 9 on Exy. So see how this pans out for the terrorists. They roll into the bomb site. The Lone Ranger truck gets taken down. That is wicked onto Goomba, and Exy also picking one up there. So an excellent entry here for 1-up as they roll into the A bomb site and get pretty convincing post-plan positions. They will just wait there, but Bigfoot, as I said, coming up with a huge headshot there. Adamus onto Deo as well, so down to a 2v2, and Bigfoot and Adamus with every opportunity to win this one here, as Adamus gets 1 and 2. Adamus picks up an absolute incredible double, and I can hear him screaming from here. What an absolute monster. Adamus rolls in, and you can say the animal went beast mode.
Yeah, 4 frags on a pistol round. That's always pretty good to get your economy rolling for yourself, but we'll see what he decides to spend it on.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's got 4 kills. What's he going to end up with? He could just elect to just buy armor and go for nothing else. Go for the AWP. No, he has pulled out the M4, but a full Tech 9 buy here, and I can honestly say this is the scariest moment of any CT player's life when they win the pistol round and have to deal with these Tech 9s, and it will be a B hit as they storm in here. The Tech 9s doing their best, but Adamus is a little too good there on Wicked. The pressure comes in here. Exy Takeda rolls straight in before Adamus is able to reply once again onto Day. Adamus picking up another kill, so great work here. Goomba as well with the headshot, and Silix onto Kuma, so an exciting start to that round. But Animus there picking up a couple of crucial frags. He's already off and racing 7 for 0. And with that first round plant, though, the Ts are able to buy the AKs.
Yeah, so they'll be able to come back to this one. It was actually not a Tech 9 armor rush, which would have been that slightly a little bit scarier, but just Tech 9s coming through. They managed to get a couple of kills, but they do have enough to buy all now. So it'll be interesting to see not that many grenades coming through, but again, they'll just kill each other anyway.
Absolutely. But the early push coming here from Hype, trying to gain some of that early map control on the mid-fountain area. They do manage to push the T's back, but only for so long before they eventually vacate the premises and decide they will want to live to fight another day. And the T's here just being super patient, taking their time, weighing up their options and moving into the map, looking as though they're favouring towards this A bomb site once again. But there is that lurker at B, so it'll be interesting to see here. Silix lining up the angle here, ready to whip someone's head off. He does spot one, but unable to connect there. This is like a game of cat and mouse as the T's try and work their way in. They do spot him, but Silix is able to execute the play, ripping the head off of Kuma. Takeda onto Bigfoot, though. So the entries have come up here. Wicked onto Silix as well. It is all on Goomba here. What can the land animal do? He gets the first. Wicked Sick takes down Goomba instantly. Only gets the one. And One Up should be able to register their first round here with a bit of patience.
Yeah, Wicked Sick coming up with the double frag already so far. Still 2 left for Hype on the board. Will they try and retake the side? Looks like they're going to sort of walk in. Animus might have a good spot here. He does go for the pre-fire. Will he find the guy around the corner? Yes, actually does.
Animus there getting yet another headshot onto Wicked Sick, and this is an opportunity here perhaps, but Takeda onto Rockfort, and that will slow Animus's progression down. He does still go for it. Deo finishing him off, and just a really well executed A hit there. I mean, they threw the smokes, they got the initial pick, and then didn't hurry in. They then effectively trade into the site, so well played there from One Up.
Yeah, they looked really solid. I mean, a couple of rounds they tried out, was it on pistol or on the other one? They just got a couple of lucky headshots Hype, and it sort of just turned the round around. But didn't happen this time, so it was a good push there from One Up. They just haven't seen no real B pushes coming out yet. There was that sort of the one last round, but it was pretty half-hearted with the Tech 9, so we'll see what they can do this time.
Yeah, and we can see here the pressure is coming on here for the CTs. They've got a pretty good line built across the map, like a CT wall, if you will, blocking it off. However, they only do have pistols and no armor to try and defend this. I mean, those 5.7s can be deadly if the shots are hit, but at this point, the One Up players taking absolutely no chances, working methodically around, but one does get spotted. Goomba taking some damage there, only able to inflict a little onto Wicked Sick. So this is going as expected, but Silix jumps on the opportunity, takes down Wicked with a nice little headshot there. Takeda's trying to get into B here. Will he spot him? He does, and takes him down with the help of Exy. So the B site roll-on is coming through here from One Up as they make their way onto the bomb site to try and force the plant. Good patience here shown by Takeda as he's not willing to give his life up so easily to the guy in the pit. But Kuma contributes there, picking up Animus. And the longer this round goes on, the less likely that the CTs are looking. Bigfoot onto one of the T's there. Deo goes down, but Goomba left with only 6 hit points and an AK. He probably will look to save, and he definitely should, as we can see his little blue dot disappearing well away on the radar and escaping down long.
Yeah, that was a much better push on this B site from One Up. They got that early frag on. They peeked at the same time, got him. And then they just, walked in, just picked him off one at a time. No armor for Goomba. Obviously, that eco coming through. The 5.7 got a couple of kills, but that was not enough to do anything in the end.
Yeah, it's very hard to deal with when you smoke it all up on land and you have those AKs. They're very powerful coming into the bomb sites. So I think One Up from here, they're just going to look to sort of walk push and make the most of their aim that's on at the moment. Animus, the only player really forcing any sort of pressure onto the T. So we've got Animus well out in front on A2. He leads all players in the game by at least double, actually. So Animus putting together a pretty nice start here. But he needs some help from his teammates to make sure they keep going in this game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's fragging pretty high, but this is what you expect at these events. One guy just starts going, as we were talking about earlier. But it's actually been pretty even all around from One Up. They haven't really had anyone standing out. Whereas all the other games, it's been a bit rough for a couple of guys, but they have held really CT as being their strength today. We'll see if they can do that as well when they switch over. But they've got a good start on T.
Yeah, fantastic. One Up already putting 2 on the scoreboard, and Takeda just playing essentially the bait role here with the rest of his team on the opposite side of the map. But he has managed to get a smoke, but he's given his position away. Unfortunately, just taking that shot a little too early. Has another opportunity. Animus opening up well there with the AWP onto Kuma. The first pick going to Hype Gaming, and I would love to see just a really defensive hold here from this point on for Hype. So hard to get into those bomb sites with the man advantage, but Goomba's gone all the way up, and he will find Deo trying to smoke for his teammate. And Hype Gaming, with all the control at the moment, they've got pretty much the entire map zoned off at the moment, and the only place they can really be is where Animus's orb is eagerly waiting to take one down. Who will see the first sight of their opponent. Takeda with some good work there onto Bigfoot, taking him down. But it's all going to be about Animus and what he can do from the truck position. Rockford picks up, I think, his first kill onto Takeda. That could prove to be an important one, but Hype should be able to deal with this pretty easily from here on in.
Yeah, I mean, they're struggling pretty hard to get into this site. And, wow, what happened there? Someone got tagged down, but Goomba gonna hold that one. I just win that one fairly easily.
Yeah, Goomba had that right Hall's position, that A-long position for quite some time. So when they didn't retreat, he sort of was able to push around and pick up the flank. So great start there for Hype. I think the important thing is here, Animus picked up that AWP and got that kill straight away. So look for him because he's already hot. So as I said, he might be the one to really put the pressure on one up here. But eco round at the moment.
Yeah, that AWP shot from Animus really stopped that push in his tracks. They only had 3 men there to try and push into a 4-man site. And it was just too rough for them, but here they come on this eco. They got one already. And
Takeda taking out, getting the headshot onto Silix there and forcing the push onto A coming quickly. Animus is just lining them up like pigs to slaughter. Deo and his teammate Wicked going straight down and forcing the T's to back well away from that A bomb site. Animus doing a really good job there of just settling that one down. And surely the calls have come out here as Bigfoot makes his way back to the pit and should be able to give his teammates the early call, although he is the only one there. So Bigfoot going to have to make a play here. He's not in the most ideal position as he does make his way finally to barrels, which will be fine for him to try and hold off multiple angles here as he needs to be the man in B. I've got no idea why they need to be playing 3 at A. I'm not sure what the other CTs are doing, but Bigfoot spots one. The rotate's going to come in pretty quickly here. Rockerfoot up the top at A. He was clearly at uppers just then, helping out. Bigfoot, nice tagging there, and he goes absolutely massive. Bigfoot doing a great job there from the barrels, holding that one off for Hype Gaming, and able to string a couple of rounds together now, so could be Hype Gaming on the front foot.
Yeah, one up just slowly pushed in there, didn't find anyone that they needed to. The push was slow back onto the B side, and no response there from Hype, but Bigfoot pretty much soloed just that side and held it really effectively. I guess they got the call. Rockford came across, shot from that higher position, and that was all they needed.
Absolutely, a good piece of late round execution there, but once again, Animus proving the linchpin in that round, picking up those 2 AWP frags, and Takeda will answer the bell, picking up that AWP on T side as well. So Silix about to engage an enemy. Wicked has no idea he's there. Silix able to take him down eventually. The first shot's just slightly missing there. But Animus is also in a super aggressive position, and I think he may have been spotted. Danger signs here for Animus as there is a terrorist terribly close to his right, and he's not even concerned about where he is. There he is. Deo able to play the patient game, not make sound, and push on Animus there. But Silix with great rifle control there, double bursting down Deo as he probably had that AWP. So a great start to this round for the Hype boys as well.
Yeah, definitely. They got those really early frags and they needed to. Takeda looking to try and do something with the AWP, but I mean, they got pretty much outclassed. You know, the Galil taking down the AWP pretty much straight up was just a good purchase there. Like, it just, that monetary value in its own was just fantastic, but they win that round really easily, only losing Animus.
Yeah, and Silix going massive there for Hype Gaming, getting the first aggressive kill, falling back to a second position, getting another kill, and falling back again and getting a third kill. So stringing those together, not giving his life away too easily, and winning the round there for Team Hype Gaming. Able to string 3 together so far as we move into yet another eco for 1UP. And they've done just pretty much a one-directional rush so far, and as we can see, it's going to be another slow, fast B. So we should be looking at somewhere. The boost is on here for the CT, so they know they're coming. This could be huge. Rockerford going big there, picking up 1, 2, 3 kills. 4 kills here for Rockerford. Jimmy going absolutely massive. Can he get it? No, Kuma taking him down there with the P250. A little bit of eco flare there from a stalwart of Brisbane Counter-Strike, Jim and Esso, taking down 4 opponents there with relative ease with the AK.
He just saw him coming and just lined them up, one after the other, dropping them all with that AK spray. Just fantastic defense. I mean, just an eco, like, what are you going to do? They just rushed in.
Well, I mean, I had this conversation with someone the other day. I blanketly said that I used to get annoyed when casters overhyped eco rounds, but so many ecos are won now, it's almost just as good getting a 4 kill against pistols as it is getting 4 kill against rifles. Of course, no armor there, so not exactly, you know, as good, but you can see where I'm going with that. The Tech 9s are so powerful that if you get 3 headshots anyway, makes no difference. As we watch Goomba get the complete flank on here, and if everything goes according to plan from here on in, Hype Gaming should be a lock for this round. Goomba with the back position. The T's really need to frag up there, but Silix putting in work on Kuma, and the T's will find their way into the A bomb side. Bigfoot picking up one there. That could be a crucial kill as he manages to keep his life and actually take down a second kill. Although Kobe Bryant there, Exy does pick it up, and it'll be a 1 versus 1. Takeda versus Goomba. Goomba versus Takeda. The aim will be there. He knows Takeda has an idea of where he is, but he can't get the pick on the Molotov. An excellent play there from Goomba, who's faked it and gone in, gets the bing, takes him down. Beautiful use of resources there late from Goomba as he flashes and Molotovs him off and wins that crucial 1v1 for Hype Gaming.
Just goes how important grenades are when you get to those situations. See people probably not buying up on some of these rounds, but you know, when you can make use of them, it just works fantastically. Like, that was a pretty solid round from T. They got in, they got the bomb plant, just weren't able to hold on when that final 2 push came through. Yep,
and Goomba, as I called at the start, ended up playing a crucial role there, picking up the last 2 kills, and the flank was on from the beginning. As we see Animus here aggressively pushing towards these B tunnels with an AWP, so he won't spot anyone, but he may make a call that is to his teammates that they're dangerously close, but he does get one. And that could be huge there for Animus as he picks up Kuma. Dale and Takeda putting in great work there, taking down the B-side defenders with relative ease. And now it's on Animus once again to try and make a play. He's sort of trapped, and this is bad news bear coming in here for Hype Gaming. They're going to have to rely on a pretty big mistake here from the T's. Wicked won't make one. Silix goes down quickly from that AK, and the CTs would be well versed to try and just get out of this with their AWP and their AK intact, and it looks as though they will make the retreat and say no mas.
Just not enough time there. They could have probably, if they had enough time, you know, fight it out, but definitely not. They had the AWP, they had everything else. They didn't need to do anything there too risky. 3rd round for 1UP. They potentially can get some stuff stringed together for them now. They got a couple of AKs still, so this will look good for their little comeback if they try and do it.
And this is a huge round because I think that the CTs will be able to do one more buy after this if they lose this round. But a huge round here for 1UP in terms of having any chance of stopping the continuous buys coming in from Hype Gaming for the rest of the game. They will have pretty much have gone through the whole game without having to eco more than once, which is great for them. As we see early pressure here at the start of the round for 1UP. They're actually pushing all the way into B and forcing the CTs to use some of those smokes and flashes to try and defend an early push, which is a crucial part of Overpass, ending up with those smokes to do the late execution. But there's a gunfight going on. Wicked Sick able to get the better of Silix there. And a great opening here for 1UP as they still will continue their assault on this B bomb site. They want it really badly, but Goomba manages to trade onto Wicked Sick and Deo onto Goomba. So the trade game still playing a very good way for 1UP. And Rockerfort in a great position here to actually let his teammates know they're probably falling. And Animus is going to be on here, and this is going to be a huge moment for Animus in this game. Can he manage to take him down? Excellent smoke coming in there, but he gets in front of the smoke, whiffs his first one. That could be crucial. Oh, whiffs his second one. The bomb will whiffs his Animus. This has not been... well, you know, we've seen better AWP rounds. You know, there's not much else I can say about that. Animus whiffing 4 shots on unsuspecting victims. To be fair, the first 2 were bad. The second 2 were through smoke. So Animus not able to go huge there, but did make the right play.
Yeah, he was in the right position. He just missed every shot. We've seen that a couple of times today, actually. One of the players earlier for Bad Crew, the AWP for that, or we are nothing, or we were nothing, or we're not going nowhere, or something. I can't remember his name. But he started off AWPing pretty poorly like that, missed like 3 straight shots in a row, but then dominated the rest of the series with the AWP, and so Animus will be looking to do that for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I mean, he has gone for that rifle, but it will be because it's a rifle drop, and Takeda gets the better of him straight away. Bigfoot, his teammate, able to trade on Takeda, so an even swap there for the CTs and the Ts, but that does work in favor of the Ts as the CTs now more spread out across this very big map. And Exy spotting one at barrels, and this is going to be an important kill for one of these teams, and it goes to Exy. Rockfoot losing control of that B bomb site, and you can see somebody has really pushed aggressively and is shutting off the retreat for the Ts. I don't know who that is, But someone has found his way all the way behind, and they will let his teammates know that they can't be anywhere but B. And this was good information here from one of the CTs pushing up. But the one up struggle to make their way into A at the moment. There is the flanker. Silix picking up a kill. Bigfoot onto Deo as well. Exy onto Bigfoot, and it will be a 2v2 here. A huge round here for Hype Gaming because they will be on tilt. They will be on eco if they cannot manage to find a way to win this. And, oh, Goomba picking up a late spray down there. His brother Silix should have control of this round. Exy going to have to do something absolutely incredible here. He does get the flank. Does he see him? He does! Exy with the 1D. And I can't help but thinking that just is the round that got away there for Hype Gaming.
Yeah, I definitely think they had control of that, but Exy pulling out the 4 frag to sort of save his team there. He's gone from 6-9 to 10-9, so that definitely makes his score look a little bit better. But yeah, that one-man hold of that side, getting in there, getting all the frags needed. Didn't get the bomb down, of course, but just ran out the kills. Yeah, it was an unfortunate series of events that unfolded for the CTs to cause them to lose that, but ultimately shots weren't made quickly because Goomba missed that first guy. And then took way more damage than he should have. But Animus going right back to work in this round, picking up a CZ headshot there onto Takeda. So the man advantage early here going straight to Hype Gaming. And this is a full eco. Well, they have got no armor, so they've just bought the pistols. And if Hype Gaming can manage to win this, this will cause problems for 1UP as well in terms of moving forward, them only having enough money to probably buy one more round as well. So great opening here for Hype, and they've elected very wisely to back right off and make the 1UP team come to them. It's all about their ability to hit shots at this point. Bigfoot with the 5-7, Silix with a 5-7, Goomba with that deagle, Animus already getting the kill with the CZ, and Rocketfoot rounding out the round on a P250. But a little boost here, so a little bit concerned that his head might be visible over the top of that fence. No, maybe not. Just the perspective of the model. So clearly they've got it worked out. And this will benefit Hype. They have every opportunity to win this. But Wicked Sick opens up onto Silix. He could see his head on top of that fence, as I said. Wicked picking up a second one onto Animus. And Kuma onto Goomba. So every opportunity there for Hype to win that round. But the aim from Wicked too strong. Yeah, I mean, they've come in with eco, like it's pretty hard, but they did go for something different with the boost, but obviously getting tagged straight to that fence just not paying off for them. But yeah, just a dominant push onto the site from 1UP, and that's a good round for them to win, considering how close we are to the end of the half. And they'll look to just try and string together a couple of rounds, maybe even come out on top. Yeah,
as I said, this has probably become, with Inferno, the most even map in Counter-Strike. So having a scoreline like this really doesn't speak much to either team. It just says they're both having good rounds and bad rounds at this point, because, you know, Hype Gaming getting to 7 already, and they should be able to pick up one of the next 2 rounds. They will be able to buy this because of the money bonus that they do get for losing 3 in a row. So they will force this buy, and Animus will pick up that AWP. But I like 1UP for this round because I think Hype are giving away too many aggressive picks at the start of the round, and you can see them already charging down towards that staircase once again, that they have been booked so many times there already. But it will work out in their advantage this time as Animus spots a fair few coming towards him, manages to leg the first one. Animus is going to have to go huge. Kuma rips his head off through the barrels. An entry to end all entries there, and one of the T's has actually pushed this smoke, but has been held back by Bigfoot. So Goomba picking up Exy, and Takeda picking up Bigfoot. And so this is a huge round. Kuma getting a second one. And as quickly as I thought Hype would be prepared for that, once again, Animus just missing slightly, but Rockfort putting them back in the fray, and also Goomba picking up another kill. This will be a 2v2, and this is pretty much for the marbles for this half. Goomba going in, getting the kill, and the call has come out. Goomba not with the kit, so he'll have to go for the full defuse here, I think, or try and get the kill ASAP as he hears the other opponent running for him. He does take him down. He also sees a kit, so well played here from Goomba as he just manages. I don't know, I think he may have... He might have the music, you know, the music that plays if you're going to get the defuse.
Yeah, might as well try it anyway. He left it so late. Just go for it.
Yeah, I don't know why he got off the bomb there. I think there was a possibility that was going to be very close, but clearly he must have known. Like, you know, no one would get off the bomb like that unless they knew, so. Just taking too long there, but the money situation for the CT is no good as we see the pistol and 3 Famises coming out, only the 1 rifle. What do you think 1UP will do this round to try and exploit that?
Well, they've pretty much gone B every time, but actually looks like they're going to try and push into A on this time. Kuma already picking up one of the frags early, so he's being really sharp with his orb in this game. He did actually look pretty good in the last on Dust 2 as well. He was playing against Vex, and they looked pretty solid. They lost a couple of rounds. They were down like 12-6, and they came back, so it was good, gutsy performance from them to come back, but they are sort of winning this round pretty cleanly. They were, again, down on this one, and they've come back several rounds in a row, and looking like they might take out the half.
Yeah, an excellent start to that round for the guys from 1UP, as Deo and Wicked, I think, both picking up. I think Kuma actually got an orb kill, my apologies, in that mix. But Exy picking up Rockford as well, and Bigfoot is just going to have to go absolutely massive here. One person surely has to be in this A bomb site ready and waiting, and it will be Bigfoot, but he unfortunately has let it go that he will be going to the uppers at B. But there is one CT Goomba. No, they're both going to think it's B, so I'm not sure what information they got to suddenly both go B, but whatever they got wasn't correct, because the T's are going to get into A, and any chance that I think Hype had of winning this round just rotated out the window, as Bigfoot throws a pretty inventive flash and is completely going to be shut out of this round, as Deo might get taken down here because of the damage, but Bigfoot realistically needs to win the most miraculous round of his life. 5 versus 1. Gets the first one there, finds the grenade. This is going to be a pretty impossible win here for Bigfoot. Goes down to Exy, and 1UP take the half.
Yeah, 1UP coming back from 7-4, something like that, and actually winning the half that's great T-side play. They seem to know the map pretty well. They rotate pretty effectively through both sides. I don't know what happened with the call there from Hype. They all started rushing over to B, and then
don't know.
Just poor calls there, and it just really cost them.
Well, I think, to be honest, that this map being so even is going to work itself out towards T, because it's a lot easier in these pug situations to group up as T and hit a bomb site than it is to get the really accurate calls about rotations and so forth on CT. So this will be a huge round for Hype Gaming, because if they can pick up the pistol and already get the ball rolling here, as Bigfoot gets that Tech 9, and he does have armor, so all eyes will be on Bigfoot here as he tries to win this round with that equipment. I think Goomba also might have a Tech 9 armor, so the drops coming out here for Hype Gaming, something a bit different, dropping those Tech 9s for the teammates to then buy that armor. So a very confident start here for them, wanting to buy these pistols, but they really just need to execute the headshots with that Tech 9 as they're going to attempt to roll right into this A bomb site. It's going to take them a while to work up the courage to pick, but the smoke will come here from Goomba for Bank and force the rotation in. They do see one at the front up of the truck, and they will give the information out to the team. Bigfoot opening there up on Takeda, and a great start to the round here for Hype Gaming. Putting pressure on B. Wicked Sick returning damage there onto Bigfoot, taking him down with a headshot from the Silence USP. And the T's will actually back right off there. And this is a great call, because all of the CTs have gone to that A bomb site to defend it. But Hype Gaming is still going to have some work to do, as the rotate from the A bomb site is very short to B, but Silic's still selling the fake pretty well, and now they will get the bomb site and the plant. Hype Gaming, just an excellent read there. And now in a 3 versus 3, you should think this is a pretty favorable position here for Hype.
Yeah, definitely. They've got the plant down. Good positioning. Can he find him? Yes, he does, actually. That's good play there. They sold that rotation really effectively, and it's been a really strategical, slow pistol round so far. It's something you don't always see, generally just running at each other and shooting, but great play by Diodix there. Will he find the defuse? Probably not. No, not with that 10 seconds on the clock. And just going to come through and shoot him.
And, yeah, an excellent finish there to Goomba. That was going to be impossible to win. Basically, Goomba knew he was about 3 seconds away. The defuse with a kit would have taken 5 seconds. After 2 seconds, he began to run. And if he had have faked that, he wouldn't have had time to defuse anyway without the kit. So, well played there by Goomba. And they will pick up that important round and get back to level pegging. And, of course, the CTs have gone for a complete eco, apart from Kuma's picked up probably just a 5-7 with nothing else. But the grenade rolls in there from Goomba, and he probably yelled out, "Colby!" as that grenade sailed in there and picked up 2 kills. But Bigfoot just rolling through there and finishing off the round there for Hype.
Yeah, just a really effective use of their advantage they had in terms of grenades and stuff like that. Just peppered them with it and hit the double. It was a great play.
Yeah, the push was definitely expected there from Hype Gaming, as grenades just rained in and put 1UP in all sorts of bother. But 1UP still not able to buy, of course, the double eco coming out here, a 5-7 and a CZ. So much of the same here for 1UP as they try and find this opening kill. They will have stacked the middle of the map with the short and the long control. With Hype coming straight forward, Bigfoot will have none of it. The signature Tech 9 headshot has opened up with so many rounds, but Deo picking up a double, and danger signs here for Animus is for some reason he's decided to push him with just 4 health points, but luckily Rockerfort there able to use the effective trade there and pick up that Tech 9 also. He will find one here, and can he make the kill? Tech 9, why not? Runs out, barely even takes a hit, as his opponent had an AK, which, as we all know, is far worse than the Tech 9 at any sort of range. It doesn't really matter, so great work there, but Kuma will pop up the back stairs and get a lot of damage onto Silix, unable to finish the play. Successful eco there for 1-up, but ultimately an anticlimax because that achieved nothing apart from a little bit of money control for Hype Gaming.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate little flank. He almost had it, but this USPS is not that good at that sort of stuff. Great play by the Tech 9 boys with the terrorists. You know, just using that gun. I mean, you got to use it if you're on T side. You might as well. So, good play.
Yeah, and this is the first full buy round we'll see, but instead of an AWP versus an AWP, Bigfoot has elected to go for the P90, which I just think is fantastic, as Hype will pretty much execute a quick push. Silix with the 1B onto Kuma. He will find the back of someone else. Bigfoot with the P90 there. XE holding his line. Will he find the kill? Yes, he will. Wicked there picking up one as well. Rockerfort rolls in and rocked the fort on XE. So a beautiful piece of play there by the T's, trading into the bomb site. Ultimately, though, Takeda still watching guard over the B bomb site with that AWP, making the rotation, but I don't think it will be a correct one, as Takeda rolls back to B. And pretty much a good fast slow here from Hype Gaming, just trying to find the remaining CTs, and Wicked Sick actually will pick up the bomb here, so a bit of disaster might strike here as Goomba goes down, but for some reason Wicked smoked off the bomb, and the T is able to get that plant. And they're going for a bit of a tricky boost here. Takeda with the AWP shot misfires, unable to take advantage of a great piece of positioning there. But they will try their absolute best to try and get into this bomb site. Rockerfort goes down to a special shot there by Takeda. Animus takes far too long to take down the AWPer and pays the penalty. Unable to reposition his crosshair quickly enough. Wicked takes him down and 1-up.
Yeah, it actually looked like Animus decided to back out of that one, went back up to his site. Oh, no, sorry, Takeda. Takeda went back up to site, and then Wicked Sick got the frag, and it was like, oh shit, it was back on again. Jumped back in, and actually Wicked Sick pulling out a couple of good shots there, so well played.
And that's definitely the difference between some of these players. It may not be the positioning, but the ability to quickly get the first kill in a few bullets gives you at least the opportunity to get the second frag in those clutch situations. So Animus able to get one, but not executing the first kill quickly enough, and not able to make the play there. But still, Hype Gaming with the lead, up 10-9, and both teams with a full buy. Bigfoot on a Tech 9, but I can't reiterate enough, that is as good or better than AK, M4, any SMG, most rifles, possibly even the AWP. So Tech 9, pretty much a must-have for all Ts at this point. But super slow round here. Goomba and the fellas over at Hype Gaming just wanting that pick, wanting the Ts to make this crucial mistake and pick out at any opportunity. They're all in position to get a kill. And this is the equivalent of Counter-Strike paint drying. Just watching everyone shuffle into position. The grass has finally grown. Animus picks up the headshot onto XE, and a great entry there for Hype Gaming. Silix will smoke off something, but Deo picks up the kill onto Bigfoot. Rockerfort onto Deo. The spray comes in from Kuma. He won't be able to pick up the kill. Only left with 17 points of health and is firmly on the retreat. This should be open and closed here for Hype Gaming once again. Wicked is still in the bomb site though, but he has been spotted here by Silix. The call hasn't come in quickly enough. It doesn't matter. Silix making his way around the bomb site and picking up the kill. 11-9 to Hype Gaming.
Hype Gaming have definitely looked good on this T side again. They've just getting into sites fairly slowly at times, but then really turning on the heat when they need to and just sort of really being quite aggressive. And their shooting has been very, very good so far. And a full eco coming out for 1-up, so it's going to be struggle to get a couple of rounds here.
Yeah, 1-up will probably try and do something super aggressive, as they always have on their ecos. So the sitting back tactic here for Hype Gaming, well warranted, as we see Takeda snaking his way down that corridor. Kuma pushing short as well with a teammate, but unable to really do any damage at all. Goomba only losing about 20 points of health in the early exchanges, while Wicked has gone down. XE and Kuma are nearish the half, and Deo on 1/4 health. So the opening little little party, a little shindig there, going well towards the Hype Gaming guys as Bigfoot takes down Exy. And look, this round's just one of those typical rounds that you really want to happen as T. Like, the CTs run at you on eco and you get 2 kills, then you can basically just walk around for the next minute and a half and, you know, just pick them off as you please. So we might have a quick look at the scoreboard while this is happening, because I don't think anything interesting will happen as they run in. There goes Bigfoot taking down Kuma. He should check to his left. Doesn't, but as we see there, token trade coming in from Goomba. So my apologies. Let's just roll through that. We've got Goomba on 20 kills, Animus 17, Bigfoot 18, Silix 16, Rockford 12. Pretty even spread across the whole board there for the Hype Gaming boys. And Wicked topping on points, but Deo putting in the hard work, getting 17 kills. And Kuma, after his early AWP success, has eliminated himself to complete noob status, going 8 for 17. And, you know, Kuma's had better games. I've known Scott for a long time, and he does have the occasional land turd in him. He can lay an egg every so often on land. So, you know, this is Scott's game. Shout out to Scott. He'll probably rewatch this and laugh at what I'm saying. He knows I love him. His
first match, he had a couple of good streaky places with the AWP, but the rest of your team was just doing so well. Wicked Six AWPing was just outshining by quite a lot. But,
well,
you know,
Wicked Sick there, proving his point, whipping out that 5-7 headshot and bunny hopping away with an AK. So a fantastic start to this round, which, I mean, isn't a must win. I mean, Hype will go to 13, but then it just becomes a situation where you can't lose. But Animus doesn't want to lose either as he rips Exy's face off as they try and work their way into A. Deo picking up, I think, his 18th kill, so he's on his way to 20 as Bigfoot can't do the tango and loses his face and confidence. Deo's actually pushing this Molotov. That is one of those plays where I would scream at my monitor if someone on my team did that. That is just one of those things that you can't... It would work 1 out of 150 times, and Deo paid the price. But Rockfort's going to be caught unaware, but the shooting there from Takeda, a little bit average, shooting Jim in the back. But the teams will be alerted now, and they will execute this push onto B and should do it pretty convincingly. Yeah, they've looked pretty good getting in here. There's a couple of questionable plays from CTs, but they had a bit of an advantage, I thought. They got a couple of early frags, but just didn't manage to do anything with it. It was actually a 4v3 towards the CT, and then Deo got mollied off in a bomb site he had complete control of. It's not as if they were pushing him from long and he had to get away. He had control of the bomb site and just sprinted through the Molotov and lost his life. But Takeda doing hard work. Takeda picking up a double, so Silix unaware as well. Can Takeda do it? We were talking about how over the round was. Meanwhile, back in reality, Takeda goes 1, 2, 3, picks up and will pick up the defuse. A horror story there for Hype Gaming. And that will... You can hear the rage. Someone's just losing their mind over in that booth. And deservedly so. The unthinkable has happened. And now the CTs have 2 AWPs. This could be the turning. This could be the toilet paper, the TP. The turning point of the game. This could be it. I mean, or it couldn't be. I mean, those are the 2 options, I guess. Well, just that last round. Who needs to take 9 when you can use a 5-7 and get 3 frags like that? That was pretty crazy. The double AWP here, that'll be interesting. I don't know if there's been too many spots where they've needed AWPs. It's been pretty close range action over at the B side, but we'll see what they can do. Takeda trying to get the early information there. Animus will pick up the AWP kill at the start, so this is the sort of start you want after a huge mistaken round, causing them to lose the last one. But they have started well in this one, which is all important. Silix just hiding at B, going to make a nuisance of himself as his teammates will take a very cautious approach here and manage to find their way into the A bomb site with all probability. But Takeda and his teammate Wicked Sick are just lying in wait at this A bomb site, just for the slightest hint of what could be going on. Goomba is tap dancing around in that tiled area. I don't know if they could hear that or if it's just the first person POV, but he's tap dancing around and he's found himself able to get an angle finally onto the A bomb site. And Rockfort, Bigfoot, Animus, Silix, and Goomba will do their best impression of a late A bomb site hit. The smokes, flashes, Molotovs rain in. Takeda will do his best to try and defend from the truck, but he's going to get pinned in here, and the second molly should probably find him. Takeda, Kuma, and Wicked Sick all picking up instant kills. Takeda doubles up, and you know, there it goes again. The Hype boys dancing on the treadmills like, okay, go. And there it goes again, but Animus doesn't want a bar of it as he gets 2, but time will expire. And he hopefully doesn't pick again and lose his gun. Oh my god, I have no idea why people keep picking like that. It is why I have grey in my beard. I've played too much Counter-Strike with teammates who do that sort of stuff. I don't know what goes through players' heads, but Animus getting the AWP kills there and almost giving me a heart attack.
They can look so good at times, and then they can just do something like that, running through a molly, just peeking out when you got the round's already over and you're the only one left with an AWP. Yeah, interesting place, but maybe they'll try and do something a little bit better now.
Well, this is shaping up to be one of the all-time classics here as Rockerford entries onto XE. Dayo takes down Bigfoot as well. As we follow action here, Goomba and Rockerford manage to find one more each, so something a bit quicker here, working out in favour of the Hype Gaming boys. A bit of a change of tempo and a bit of a change of strategy, and it's paid dividends for them so far. But Takeda hitting an absolute gem there onto Goomba through the bomb side boxes, and now it boils down to a 2v2. Wicked and Takeda pushing through there. Wicked finds a kill onto Rockerford. A bit of a choke spam there coming in from Jim, and Silix will run the long way around. They've smoked him off, so surely they must know that he's pushing along. Takeda finally changing his focus. Will he be able to find him? He does. Takeda going absolutely massive towards the back end of this game, getting that 3 kill. And in the last 2 rounds alone, he's managed to pick up about 5 kills. So Takeda having the time of his life here against the players across the booth in Hype Gaming.
Yes, Takeda's really looked good all day on CT side. He held B side at Dust 2 so well, just by himself, M4, just picking headshots all the time. And that was about a 2v4, I think, them coming into sight there. And they just picked off everyone one by one. Looked absolutely fantastic. So these guys, back to even though, 12-12.
People will probably not even know this about Takeda, but at one point in 1.6, he was considered one of the best AWP players in the country. So throwback round there for Takeda, but Silix doesn't care, runs up short, manages to find the kill onto Xe before Dayo will reply. But as quickly as that reply came in, the reply for the reply came in via reply, and that's a bit of the fantastic play there from both teams, able to trade pretty well there, but Rockerford does get spotted and will get taken down by Kuma with the tap fire. Kuma picking up a 2nd kill, so he elevates his level of play towards the back end of this game, will jump on the bomb. And Hype Gaming just seem to lose round after round where you look and they're in a great position to win, but they, you know, they're choking.
Yeah, I think they've missed quite a lot of shots, actually. They've got into like 1v1 duels with a lot of people and just flat out lost it. Like, Kuma was really struggling to hit that guy down below that's terror site, and it was like 3 seconds of them shooting each other and no one hitting anyone.
Yep. And let's refresh this scoreboard because Kuma's managed to find himself all the way up to 11. Massive contribution there finally from Kuma. Just joking, he's still only on 11 for 19. Pick up your game, Scotty. You got work to do, big boy. Takeda Dayo putting in 20. Wicked Sick on the top there with the 8 assists as well as the 19 frags. And Animus Goomba putting in hard work. Bigfoot on 18. Silix 17. Rockford 15. So pretty much everyone even there across the board. And huge round here for Hype Gaming. But unfortunately for them, it started off with Dayo picking up the frag onto Animus. And this looks like much of the same about to unravel here for Hype Gaming. The super slow B push has been firmly worked out here by 1UP as they're loading this A bomb site at the start, listening for all this information, and then they're just flying through uppers and pushing behinds as the T's try and converge on. But Bigfoot actually hits a headshot through the wall, and you know what they say, if you have big feet, you have really big aim as well in the game. So great shot there by Bigfoot as he moves into the bomb site. Silix taking down another. Bigfoot will do the dance, try and get a kill it up as he spots 2 enemies. So this could be finally a round where Hype Gaming managed to convert. Bigfoot getting that position under the balcony. So it's going to be pretty hard work here for 1UP to pull this one out of the bag. But as we've seen over the last 3 or 4 rounds, this is not over yet as Kuma opens up onto Bigfoot. Yet another pressure situation coming here for both teams. What can Kuma do? Gets taken down by Goomba. Silix on Takeda. And finally, Hype Gaming get that 3 versus 4 and shut out 1UP. And, I mean, it was an even map. I said it would be an even game. We're on 13-13, and this has delivered exactly what we thought. An absolute classic in the battle for Brisbane.
Well, Hype have tried that B push so many times in a row now. They've just kept filing in. But they hit all the shots this time, and that was when it turned around. They finally got the picks they needed, and it just opened it right up. It was 5v3, and they cleaned it up.
Absolutely, positively nail-biting stuff here with Hype Gaming versing 1UP. Takeda Wicked Sick with those AWPs, and Wicked Sick, as you've said, has been fantastic with that weapon. Will pick up the entry kill onto Goomba, will put his team in a great position to win the game, and I think Wicked Sick's cheating on LAN. He could see the bomb, he was zoned in on it. I'm just joking, everybody. All the spectators out there, Wicked is not cheating on LAN. It was just an illusion. So Takeda, Wicked Sick, still not giving away anything after that original pick that was given up by Goomba, hastily pushing into a position where there may have been an AWP and paying the ultimate price with his life. And we've seen this so many times that the first pick doesn't necessarily dictate the outcome. All we need is a few quick fire frags here, and Silix has managed to find his way silently through the B half of the map, and that's not something necessarily that the CTs will be aware of, as their positioning they may have thought was advanced to hear those noises. But Takeda will pick up Rockerford. This round is going to be on Silix to make a play at the B bomb site here, but Wicked Sick rips Bigfoot's head off once again. Kuma onto Silix, and that should be all she wrote here for this round. Animus having to go massive one, though. Gets the 1B, gets the headshot. Deo quickly replies, shuts that one down for 1UP. Only 10 seconds remaining also. It was going to be hard work, and speaking of hard work, the money situation for Hype Gaming isn't great.
Yeah, especially with only 2 or so rounds needed to be left here. Like, 1UP just easily won that one. Like, it was fairly even straight up buys from both teams, and I don't know, they just fell apart for Hype there. Like, only getting 1 kill that whole time. No good.
Yeah, Hype unable to just hit those shots when it's mattered most. 13-14, but you do see a buyer coming out here from Hype with 3 AKs and 2 Tech 9s. And let's just call it a full buy for both teams. But the AWPs were the telling part last round, with so many picks being given away. And there will be another one. Goomba once again hastily picking at an AWP. Animus as well going down to Takeda. So a nightmarish start here. Kuma in great position there to take down Bigfoot. Rockerfort doing his best to try and pick up this bomb, but I think Takeda will be able to take him down. Takeda just whiffs on the shot, but Wicked Sick does not make the same mistake. And match point to 1UP, and the money situation is horrible. And look, this is one of those times where if they were teased and they were living in the real world, they'd grab all the golf clubs and stuff, they'd go down to cash converters, they'd try and get their money up, because they are in a horrible financial position at the moment. Those Scouts, Tech 9s can do some damage, but the double AWP has been so effective.
Yeah, I mean, these guys have held the sights. Takeda and Kuma working in tandem with their shots. It's been awesome. 1 kill already coming from Hype, but yeah, they've lost 2.
The AWPs have just been going off tap. Wicked Sick taking down Bigfoot. Can the AWP find another kill? 3 versus 2 here. Not undoable here, but Silix and Jim are going to have to play this just to perfection. Just picking at the right times and just trying their hardest to not get taken down before they can get in a position to trade. It will be a quick kill, but Kuma whiffs the shot. Silix able to almost get a kill, does get a kill. 1UP Takeda, able to get the reply. Kuma needs to be taken down here ASAP by Rockerford. He's on a bad angle here. He's fired the bullet, makes him miss. Can he get it? He does get the headshot. Jim with a clutch play there. Kuma whiffing, not hitting the shot, getting the team, his teammate killed. And from the abyss, Hype Gaming are rising like Dumbledore's Phoenix. The wand battles there were epic, and Kuma just unable to land the shot, and that was for the game. Jim Rockerfort, Jim Anesso, James Cowan, the Beast, the LAN composed player, picking up the kill.
Yeah, that was just crazy. Like, they had all the guns they needed. It was a full eco pretty much, like just Tech 9. How Hype saved it, I have no idea, but you know, we'll see what they can do here, especially with the 2 AWP kills that came through so early. Yeah, and in this round, it's lit up straight away. 1UP getting all 4 of the returns. It will be 1UP. The B rush came in too quickly there. Takeda, Wicked Sick putting in the work that round. The GGs fly out 16-14 to 1UP over Hype, and that delivered exactly what we thought it would. The land drops come out. Jim gets a land case. Wicked Sick gets a land case. Exy gets a land case. Takeda gets a land case. And Deo gets a Mac 10. This is what they come to land for. These case drops are what it's all about. Win, lose, or draw. You do get the dropping of the cases. Well, the map was an absolute seesaw. It was just like Hype, then the other team, and then Hype, and then 1UP. And at the end, it just came out. Those 2 rounds left. It was just...
Well, I think we can safely say Takita's 3v1 with that 5-7 really stamped that game and brought it back for 1-up. So great work there by Takita. But an absolute nail-biter, an absolute pleasure to have casted that game for my friends and fellow competitors there. What did you think? What was the round of the game for you? The Takita one?
Takita one, definitely. I mean, those guys ending up, they have such good fortitude for coming back from being down. They've done it two matches in a row now.
Yep.
And they just come down from deficits and win.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, I'll walk outside and say it to their faces, but you'd think hype choked a little bit there. They were well up, and not only were they well up, in a lot of rounds they were well up in. So it was like almost like a double choke. It was like they choked the game, and they also, like, they choked the war, and they lost the battle.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, therefore, hype. But, you know, all this is learning experience. So, a great encounter there. I'm sure they had an absolute whale of a time in there at the battle for Brisbane. So, yeah. Thank you so much, Gunslinger. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, it's no worries, man.
Casting this game with you. And, is that good? Can I wrap it up? Is that a good wrap up?